I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Polar Bear.
Alright, I don't really know how I'm gonna exactly start this video. I don't even know what the background footage is gonna be, but let's take a moment to talk for a minute because I haven't uploaded it in about a month, and the last things I uploaded were 2 Batman reviews that were okay. They did okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. They just, I don't know. They didn't live up to anything that I wanted it to, I guess. So I kind of just, I took a week to think about what I was doing. If I wanted to continue doing reviews, which I do, but I also don't at the same time, which is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about where I've been, what I've been doing, and why things have slowed down to about a halting screech. So if you're into that, thank you for joining us. If this is your first time checking out the channel, then thank you for joining me on this too. This will be more like, I don't know, I want to say podcasty, but this is going to be very lightly edited, if at all, at least in terms of audio or whatever. I don't feel like doing too much. So, okay. We uploaded Batman and Robin, and I think it was Batman Gotham by Gaslight issue 2 or something, and those were the last 2 reviews, and they did okay. They did pretty well for what they needed to do. And when I was making those videos, I was thinking, I don't really like taking all the pages and putting them out there. And I do. I like making the review. I like talking about the comic book. But doing it every single week and making the videos themselves, while they are not that challenging and in total take about an hour and a half to make those 6-minute videos, it is not very fun. I did enjoy it at first, and especially getting to the parts where I was able to add pages and pictures and whatever, because if you remember at the beginning, it was just like still images, and then we had the Lego guy, and this probably most of this video is going to be the Lego guy or some kind of background footage that I found in my files, because I have deleted quite a few. For all I know, it might even be old review footage, but it's been interesting to take a look back and think that I do still very much enjoy making videos, and I still want to make more. The problem is that the videos I want to make are not really reviews anymore. At least monthly reviews. Wait, let me try that again. Weekly reviews of comic books, probably. Like, I'll talk about, like, if a new comic book hits the market, a new Batman one, a new something I'm very passionate about, like Wolverine Revenge. I would have done that. Honestly, Wolverine Revenge was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good. But I would want to talk about those kind of comic books and not just, here's the Batman comic book this week. It was okay. Check it out if you want, but it was okay. And that was another thing. The week went by and Batman 151 came out. Or it might have been the week after a certain event happened, but Batman 151 came out, and I was like, all right, I'm ready to review this. After I read it, it'll be good. I read the book, and I was mildly disappointed in it. It was not by any means a bad comic book, but it wasn't everything I wanted it to be, I guess. And looking forward to the Batman, it was rough. It was rough because Absolute Power is a thing right now, and it forces the Batman book to be a tie-in. And I really like Chip Zdarsky, but that became a big problem. And so that was another week where I was like, I'm just not going to make videos, and I'm going to play these video games, probably, is what I was doing. I was playing a lot of Payday 3. I was playing a lot of Call of Duty Zombies, because that's what I've been enjoying a lot of the time right now. So that's really what made it kind of a downer for me. So those were 2 weeks in particular that I kind of just said, you know what, I'm just not going to do anything this week. I haven't picked up anything important, and so we're just going to move on to the next week. And the last week came, which I think was last week. We had Wolverine Revenge, I guess, and I didn't get it until what is now Saturday. So, yeah. I wasn't able to make a review on that really. I mean, I could still, if I wanted to, make a review on Wolverine Revenge or anything else that I wanted to pick up. I can make reviews on whatever I want because, you know, this is my channel, so I can do whatever I want with it, but that's kind of been the update on that. Okay, so that reflects about 3 weeks of my time trying to figure out what I was trying to do with the channel still, and I'm still going to do some kind of reviews. I want to show off more of my collection. I want to do more CGC unboxings. I have a pretty cool CGC unboxing coming up because of who I sent it to, and so it was it's a signed book, so it'll be a really cool thing, I think, at least. And so I'm excited for that. So any particular thing after that is where we're gonna be. So CGC reviews, my comic book collection, talking about comic books that I really like and enjoy, such as, you know, the Court of Owls or whatever stuff like that again. Except go into like how I feel about it and maybe kind of do an in-depth review. But the thing about it was writing the scripts, reading the scripts, and doing the reviews was just a pain, and also doing a bunch of the pictures. Editing is a pain. I understand now where people hire editors and just put the money into that and be like, bon voyage, you know? Because at the end of the day, it's easier, and people who edit videos are actually, you know, good at that, whereas I'm mediocre at that, and I realize that, you know, some of the equipment could be upgraded, and I could try and figure out a way to get microphones or better mics or however I want to do this. But yeah, so another thing on top of that was a couple weeks ago, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago now, where I live in Northeast Ohio, we had 2 tornadoes touch down, which took out the power of over 300 to 400,000 people in Northeast Ohio. And so I didn't have power for about a week or so. So that is part of what happened there. Everybody is, I mean, it's okay. Everybody's okay. Nobody really got hurt. But there were 2 touchdowns, and there was really high winds, and trees fell in the streets. Houses were covered in debris and trees. The streets were just covered in leaves, and you could hear sirens all day and night. And then even a couple days into it, you heard generators, and it really was a mess. There was a lot of places without power, very few with power. The comic book store actually was one of the places that had power, ironically enough. Working was almost impossible, so I got some time off for that. Yeah, it was rough. It was a really rough time. I was able to get, I think, no reading done during that time because we had no lights. We did have a generator, I guess, and we did have lights, so I did kind of read a little bit, especially when the sun was out, but it was still kind of a tough time. And obviously, if I can't record videos, I can't make videos, so there was just no videos to be made. But in terms of that, everybody's okay. Everything's gone by now. I don't think there was any kind of like major damage to anything or people. I think everything was all right. So we were lucky in that regard. So I can't complain too much about that. But yeah, so that's what happened on the channel and why I haven't uploaded anything in kind of a while. And my updates, I told you about more comics, more CGC, and more whatever else. Anything that I can get up to. I'm hoping to post like big videos or longer videos that hopefully grab people's attention more of the time than less of the time. And that's what I'm going to strive for. And if I can do that, I think I can make this work a lot better. Because making a bunch of small videos, aka the one comic book review, and spending a couple hours after work realizing I don't have enough time for myself or just some kind of side hobby, it wasn't doing it for me. I mean, I'm not trying to pursue this as like a career path or anything. It was just something I wanted to do on the side for fun because I like talking to people about comic books, and I talk to myself about comic books a lot. So I was like, maybe somebody out there wants to hear what I have to say. But I was writing down these scripts so that way I could remember, and then I read the script and I'd be like, I don't remember this, and this sounds dumb, and this, that, or the other thing. So this is what we're going to be doing from now on. Hopefully we are mixing it up. I'm just hoping for the best. So with all of that being said, I hope you guys like this video, and if you do, please give it a like. And if you like me, or if you like Batman, hit that red subscribe button and turn it gray. And until next time, keep collecting those comics that you like.